Self-absorbed? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. We get together on a nightly basis and we discuss anything from principles to strategies to tactics to help you in your business, whether you're the business owner or the executive. It's for people who are in charge, that are moving forward, small, medium, large size businesses, doesn't matter. Let's talk about being self-absorbed. I'll tell you where this came from. This came from a quote that I heard someone use, and they were discussing, and I think that's something I've heard a number of times previous, but for some reason it just hit in a different way today. And the guy was talking about the old TV show. There was an old TV show called The Millionaire. And in this show, a millionaire would give $1 million to a random stranger, and then you'd see what that person would end up doing it throughout the show. And so the question is, did you ever see yourself as the person who got the $1 million? Would you ever picture yourself as a person that got the $1 million in that scenario? Or would you see yourself as the person giving the $1 million? And in most cases, most of us would think, what if I had $1 million? What would I do? What if I was the one that ended up with a larger sum of money than I currently have? And where would I end up going with that? What would I end up doing with it? When what we really should be thinking about is, who do I want to help when I have the funding to do so? When I have the backing, what changes am I going to make in the world? Who would I pass along money to if I had more than I needed, or more than I wanted, or more than I could possibly use, type of thing? Or in your own mind, however you would word that. And that puts a different spin on it. And I found that I have a lot of clients in different industries, but one thing's very common is when there's a huge amount of stress and frustration, it's really easy to see what the issue is. Because most of the time, it's a person being too self-absorbed. And I really attempt to help my clients to set very clear goals and to stick to them and to watch them every step of the way. The other end of that, though, is when a person is so caught up with where they are going that they have zero focus on anybody else. And so they don't care about their employees, they don't care about their business partners, they don't care about their vendors and the other people they do business with. And that will lead to absolute misery and frustration, because there's only so much you can do for yourself. There's only so much that you can consume on your own, and you'll never, if you have any decency, you'll never be satisfied in that situation. Life is about helping other people. And oftentimes, if you find yourself in a state of frustration and a feeling like you can't get ahead, you can never have enough, then most of the time it's because you're self-absorbed. And it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're doomed to the pits of hell. I don't think that's true. I think the case is that you have a situation where you just need to back off and find somebody to help. Find somebody else who's got something that you can help out with. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to prosper off of it. It means you're taking the focus off of you and putting it on someone else. There's nothing wrong with having goals, but you shouldn't be obsessed about them. You should move them and place them on to whoever you're attempting to help, whoever you're attempting to guide, whoever you're attempting to pass on your ideas and wisdom to that you've learned along the way. It's really what life's all about in the end. We're just not here that long, folks. Don't get so caught up with what you're going to get. If you can imagine the greatest possible scenario that you could come up with, just the absolute dream scenario of your life, of what you've been able to accomplish, and then you're dead the next day. Okay, what's left behind? What's really left behind? What really cannot be wiped away? It all can be wiped away. I mean, honestly, it can all go away in an instant. But what's really left behind, the true legacy that we all leave, is what we've passed on to others. And the recordings of our ideas that we've passed on. It's not that our ideas are anything special. I really, honestly, I don't believe anyone has original ideas. But it's us passing the torch along because someone passed it on to us. And hopefully that's helpful to you. It's just kind of a deeper concept today. I wasn't sure I was going that direction, but there it is. If you would like some strategies to help you in your business to really expand and to allow you to kind of get your mind going in the proper direction, check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.